Alrighty guys, let's talk about smart assist. First thing first, how do you know if your opponent using smart assist? There are two main things. The obvious one, when they try to shoot, whether it's passing, through ball, or shooting mainly. When they shoot, you can see the power gauge changing halfway through. That is a guarantee the guy's using smart assist. The other thing, if you noticed, how you know your opponent is using smart assist, when they do these random lofted passes. And I'll tell you why. Now, I have tested smart assist myself on a live stream for over 50 games. I'm going to talk about the advantage and disadvantage. And why is it a problem? One of the things that I never liked when they introduced this major update. Because first thing first, yes, passes are sharper when players has 90 passing and so on. But when I use Smart Assist in about 50 games, I promise you this, in most games, I had players purposely only gave them like 80 passing, below 85. And in most matches, especially when I'm on the lead, team is better organized, everything working to your advantage in a way. I was making passes as good as Perlo with 90 passes, most of the time. So occasionally, when that helps and you get that goal, you take the lead, that gives you an advantage. So after testing Smart Assist for over 50 games, what I've noticed, when a game wants, you know what, let me make this short. Let me tell you about two reasons why people on top 100 will not use Smart Assist. Because I found two major disadvantages, but there were so many other advantages, especially for people who doesn't know how to play because the game corrects you. The number one disadvantage is that you have no freedom in finishing. And number two, it has a lot of randomness. You could be annihilating the opponent with perfect, precise passes, or you won't be able to strike two accurate passes together. So the two downsides of Smart Assist, it's no freedom in finishing and randomness. But let me talk about the advantages I had when I was using Smart Assist. Number one, the passes were sharper, and when I was trying to clear the ball, I have never cleared the ball so accurately and so consistently in perfection, because I have a bad habit of keeping the ball most of the time, which I shouldn't. So what I've noticed with Smart Assist, when my player without my control clears the ball, it's vertical. A lot of time I try to clear the ball with the best defenders with 100% power gouge. The ball just floats. With Smart Assist, when players clear the ball for you, actually the ball goes vertically, sharp and precise and powerful. Your opponent has no chance. That was way too. Also, if you make a ground pass and there's no space for a ground pass, the game corrects you, changes that ground pass into a lofted pass. That's one of the things I said you will notice these random lofted passes, because when I was making ground passes and there was no space for the ground pass, the game would change it into a random lofted pass, which wasn't that accurate. But what it was accurate, if I time a L1 triangle pass to a striker who was about to make a run and there's space behind the defense, those lofted passes were incredibly accurate, way more than passes 1, 2, or 3. But what amazes me with Smart Assist is that in some matches, the sharpness and how fast the ball was with Smart Assist, it was something I did not like. Because we're supposed to give our players 90 passing to get something like that. Or for example, I would just make a normal through ball and the ball perfectly lands in a space where the defender stands no chance to get it, and my player runs into that space. It's almost like a perfect Fuma pass in some occasions. The other thing I've noticed, it actually corrects the skills I do. For example, if I try to do a double touch with a player who doesn't have double touch, it will turn it into Marseille turn if he has Marseille turn. If he doesn't have Marseille turn or double touch, it will turn into a rapidly fast frame R9 style scissors. It's like left, right, left, right, left, right. You do like very fast scissors, like left, right, and then right. And I'll show you clips of it. So it corrects your bad passes, it corrects your skill, it corrects your passing and shooting. If it's too weak, we'll make it stunning kick. And if it's too powerful, I've also noticed it would actually cap the power gouge. It's unbelievable. Another thing I've noticed, I'm not doing anything fancy. I'm just doing left stick dribbling. You know, when I'm full speed, I let go of the sprint and I'm just holding left stick. The game actually adds 3 to 4 frames of finesse dribbling. I'm not even holding the finesse dribbling. Like if I'm, and I know certain movements with high skill players with certain skills, they do the contextual moves, but I've never seen that before. Like obviously I don't use Smart Assist. I use the 50 games to test it. So even corrects dribbling somehow when I'm not sprinting. Like if I was running full stop and I would suddenly let go of the sprint and I'm just dribbling with the left stick, I actually did a little bit of a back roll, you know, just like almost like a Jinkin run, the back roll, and then I accelerate again. But obviously I'm accelerating myself. So adds that. So in total, correcting your passing, correcting your finishing, correcting your skills, and also sometimes dribbling. When I turn my Smart Assist on right here, I still change the cursor type, the cursor change into semi-assisted. By default is actually assisted. And I also changed this from ball-oriented to player-oriented. So I customized those two things. The only thing you can change when you have Smart Assist on is your pass level and your shot type and your skill basically. And these are the 3 things that I told you that the game corrects you. But also you have no freedom on it. That's one of the main reasons probably skilled players will not take advantage. Because let's be honest, most top 10 people are very good players, of course, but they always look for exploits. So if Smart Assist didn't have this type of limitation, they would be using it. I know a lot of people top 500 already use Smart Assist, and I know several people actually use assisted cursor with pass support 1, and they're on top 10, for example. So for me, I thought it's placebo. Can Smart Assist actually give my defense, make my defense better organized? Can they actually be controlled better under AI? And in several matches, especially when I was on the lead or haven't conceded yet, usually your defense is better organized anyway. But I've also noticed, even though I was using semi-assisted when the Smart Assist was on, my defense was imperishable unless I start making a silly mistake. So you can try it. When you play against AI, when you board it, you try it, you let me know, comment down below. Because it was mainly have an impact on my defense in a positive way. It was the positioning of my defenders. I almost didn't need to manually correct their positioning as often. Just saying. So overall with Smart Assist, yes, it corrects your passing, it corrects your finishing, it corrects your skill, even somehow corrects your dribbling with a 1 or 2 frame. It adds a weird finesse dribbling into it sometimes, not all the time. Now, all these things in a smart setting, controller setting, you cannot change. And these are the things that I experienced that the game corrects you. But because it has a lot of randomness and no freedom in passing or shooting, that's why, you know, most experienced players won't use it, or there's not much room to exploit it to your advantage. But it's still somehow a problem. I've had a bunch of people on Twitter telling me Smart Assist will not affect skilled players. Now, does that, I don't completely agree with that, because I have seen a bunch of people live streaming on top 10, and you can see the opposition was using Smart Assist. They almost lost against the Smart Assist guy, who's actually never even been in Division 1, and you're talking about top 10. Maybe that match were delayed, etc. I've seen different streams, different people, but playing against low-rated Smart, it was ridiculous. So, in my experience, now this phase, obviously I'm not using Smart Assist, I was just using it to test it. When I face Smart Assist guys, you don't even know what you're playing against in a sense. Because when the guy making decisions himself, you're like, oh, easy game. But suddenly, that lofted long pass, it's so accurate, you stand no chance. Suddenly, the quick passing is so precise, it teleports through your players. Suddenly, the best decision is made how to finish, you know? And you're talking about like, look man, Division is there for you to improve. But if you played many phases and many seasons and you never passed Division 2, that means you shouldn't be a challenge to people who regularly get to Div 1. I also hear a lot of people, if they have a game what is out of control and is laggy, they just turn on Smart Assist, for example. And I want to know your opinion on it. This is not just me telling you this and that. This is my experience. I'm sharing my experience. testing smart assist in 50 games. This isn't like I tried the one game to make a video about it. No, I literally played it for 50 games to make sure to be accurate and make sure as accurate as possible about what I'm saying about smart assist, what is good and what is not, to make sure of it. I don't like testing something for a match or two and making a video about it, because the purpose isn't just putting a video out there. It has to be as accurate as possible. So this is my experience. Comment down below, what is yours?